No more changing stations, you came to the right place. Turn off your televisions, they'll just get in the way. It's time to get to the point on 107.3. Axe is on the air with locals only.
Central Kentucky's rock station is 107.3 The Point. Axe Sunday night, locals only. Scott from Government Cheese. And Government Cheese was around a long time ago. Am I making you feel old, Scott?
No, I looking in the mirror makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Fine. I feel young in my brain until I like, oh my God, what is that?
You get up on stage and the guitar's a little heavier or something.
Can we all sit down? Somebody asked where they can park the walkers. Their walkers. I said, well, you're going to probably need it to stand there during the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we're playing up in Louisville next Saturday night at Headliners.
Okay.
It starts at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7, and we're fired up. We sold out Headliners last time we played in 2011, and so I wouldn't wait to get your ticket. It's going to be a raucous, great time. So
Government Cheese, Headliners, that is Saturday night coming up, and you guys have been in the studio. Tell me a little bit about that process at this point.
It was crazy. Tommy called me he's a guitarist, called me last September and said, hey, do you want to maybe write some songs again for the Cheese? I'm like, are you dying soon? I'm like, what do you mean, man? Seriously? Because we broke up in 92, and then we just did reunions here and there. And I said, sure. And then I called the rest of the guys, and immediately they're like, yep, sure. Nobody even had any hesitation, didn't ask any questions. It was like, yep, sure. So by December, we were already laying out the tunes, and then we started getting together in early spring, and then we decided to go with a real producer this time, and really Brad Jones out of Alex the Great Studio in Nashville. He's done incredible records. And so we hired the producer ourselves, and so we decided we're going to have to pay for this out of pocket and not do the Kickstarter route and, begging people for money and making promises. So we're going to play gigs until we can pay for it all. So it looks like these 2 gigs will maybe cover it. So it's going to be great. So come out Saturday night. I think we were just in the studio all week. So we laid down 11 new tracks, just the basics of them, and we're really, really happy with it. It's the best stuff we've ever done. And so we're going to bring out, looks like 2 new songs we're going to play on Saturday night, which would be, we'll see what the crowd thinks.
Okay.
Killer. So yeah.
We're gonna reminisce a little bit tonight with some of the tracks we're gonna play. Kentucky Home from Government Cheese. How did that song actually get together back in the day?
This song, we were a Kentucky band, and we always felt like, me and Tommy loved the Clash so much, and we thought, just want to get our word out there that, there's something's happening in this state. It's not just, tobacco fields and people missing teeth. There's stuff going on here. It's great. There's a great music scene, down. We were going to UK or WKU, and Tommy started just penning it out, song about the state, and, have some pride. Put your fist in the air.
Kentucky Home. It is Government Cheese. Checking it out right now. It is locals only, Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point.
Now look him in the eye and tell him you're from Kentucky, and they look at your feet. Hey, you wear shoes, boy, you must be lucky. We even pave our streets, and we set up tobacco beds and wait for the rain, and listen to the sounds of all faraway trains. The TV screams from New York and LA. It's always a program so they wanna play. Hey! Now Woody makes a lot of movies up in New York, but they never show here. I bought myself a And the rock bands, they don't tour around here 'cause it's too far out of the way. And everyone who's born here, they never leave their town. They work the empty spaces under the Muhlenberg County ground. There's a Madison Avenue stereotype. Are we gonna let them set the rules? They branded us as trigger happy, fag hating, stupid rebel flag waving, whiskey drinking birds. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. My old Kentucky home, far away. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. My old Kentucky home, far away. 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 Far away, far away, far away, far away, far away, far away.
Kentucky home, it is Government Cheese. Locals only 107.3 The Point, Central Kentucky's rock station. Of course, out of Bowling Green, you guys pretty much, got together at WKU or started playing as kids?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, I met Tommy at a party, and he was like standing at the top of the staircase with his pants around his ankles, singing something, and with his guitar. And I thought, that guy's crazy. So next thing you know, we started chatting and said, hey, why don't we get a band together? Because we were both into REM and U2 and the Clash and the Ramones and all that kind of stuff. And we finally just started rehearsing with a drummer, and he was always late. So he heard about Joe Elvis, who was down at Rock 105 there for a while. He later in life, but he heard about Joe being a great drummer, so Tommy would go sit in his classes and pass him notes. And Joe was like, "What is wrong with you?" Finally, he showed up, and he turned out great. And then Billy Mack, the bass player, he was graduating from college at WKU, and he said, "Man, I'm going off. I'm a geologist. I'm not going to be in a band." And we finally talked him into doing the bass, and he's a great songwriter, so he stuck around. And then we met Viva Las Vegas was in Toxic Shocks, and they were a great punk band in Bowling Green, and he was kind of working as a road crew for us for years. And then we just started getting him on stage, and now he's a full-fledged member. He helped writing credits on this new record we're putting out, and he's full blasting it. So we got 5 members, and everybody's fired up.
New album, of course, you guys are recording right now in Nashville, and you guys actually are working on it here recently. And how is that? The technology is different. Obviously, recording's different than it was back then, too.
Yeah, well, to demo the song, since everybody was out of different areas, we were just using Dropbox and throwing our songs in there. Everybody could pick from. We had about 20 songs, and then we texted those or emailed them to Brad Jones, the producer, and he picked 11. And we met with him individually about each song and the arrangement and stuff, and then really didn't even know the arrangements until we got to the studio last week. And then he came in, and we started working on the arrangements. So it was really being thrown in there, kind of to the wolves right away, and it just started clicking. Man, everybody was ready to work. And the cool thing about the technology is that it's all being recorded on 24-track tape, analog, and then it's being dumped into Pro Tools digital, and that's where Brad works. He loves the way that sound is, of getting that analog sound, and then he works it with digital. So it's really going to be cool. Rolling that tape is just so cool to watch too.
Well, we hear analog. We have to remember that. We don't really hear digital. So, I mean, right. we need to record things in analog. I really think that there's just something to that, Yeah,
it's definitely true. It's so much cleaner and smoother and just beautiful. It's, it's not harsh at all to your ears. It's just fantastic.
Now, when you guys recorded this stuff back in the day, it was obviously you spent probably a lot more time in the studio than you do now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we've been in the studio in 23 years. So it's like, so first, true full-length record. So we did record a little single, a newer version of The Shrubbery's Dead, which we're going to play at the end of this. But that one we recorded at Alex the Great with Brad Jones, and we had such a great experience back in '95 with him and those two songs that we wanted to go back there because he really makes it comfortable and makes it great and pulls the best out of everybody. So back then, we'd bang out the tunes our way and have them all completely finished, and then go in and just be able to play them pretty quickly. Whereas this time around, we didn't really all know the songs. We started working on the structure. We knew which songs we liked and what we could get out of them. And Brad's an arranger too. Not only is he a producer, he's an arranger and an excellent musician. And so he really worked his magic. So it's the best thing we've ever done. So
Government Cheese Saturday night at Headliners, going to do the tune Single. Little background on this one.
Yeah, this one is one that I wrote, started doing a little jangly thing with the guitars, and next thing you know, he was one of the best to play live. It just rocks, and so it's all about kind of being single, and I don't even say the word single till the end of it, but I should have probably grabbed one of the more lyrical hooks and called it that, but whatever. It didn't really make it on commercial radio anyway, so I hope you like it. Turn it up.
All right, it's Single from Government Cheese. Check them out at Headliners this Saturday night. Locals only, Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point. Central Kentucky's rock station is 107.3 The Point. Single Government Cheese, Saturday night at Headliners. Get your tickets, as the last time they played, it was sold out. And we hope that is the case for you this Saturday night.
That's what we're hoping for. We'll see what happens. It's my favorite room to play. It's a great room to see. They've got a balcony up there too, and then it's just wide open space, and it sounds fantastic, and really a professional place. So Headliners is, if you've never seen a show there, I would definitely go sometime. If you can't go this weekend, but yeah, that's why we chose it. And Louisville is really kind of a homecoming. I'm from Louisville. Viva, our guitarist, went to St. X up there too for a while. I went to Trinity, and we played Tooligans and Phoenix Hill, and Uncle Pleasance, and the Red Barn, a bunch. And if you ever see the new Replacements playing right now, Dave Minehand, who's on guitar with the Replacements right now, used to play all the time with us at the Red Barn as the Neighborhoods, and he is fantastic. He's got so much energy. It's just great. But anyway, we repressed the CD that we did in 2011. It was an anthology. It was double disc, and that's what you're listening to on the radio right now. We put out, it's 30-something songs, maybe 40 songs. Yeah, it's over 40 songs. And it also has a booklet inside of it, and that thing sold out. And so we just repressed it. So now it's at all the Louisville hip record stores up there. And when we get off here, you can tell me where to get it into the E-Town market. And so that's available again. And then we are on Facebook. So you can hit Government Cheese official page, and it should pop up. And I'm Scott Willis, and you can also friend me or whatever to keep up.
Friend you like you.
A really cool thing that's happened is this photographer, Alan Messer from England. He is, we've just become great friends. He's came to one of our rehearsals just to shoot it. He'd never seen the Cheese. And next thing you know, he's everywhere with us. He's documented the entire recording session, and he's going to shoot the show in Louisville too. And he shot the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, you name it. He's shot everybody, and he's done over 800 album covers, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Johnny Cash, whoever. But that's great. And so a lot of his photos are out there floating around on the Cheese page on Facebook too. So.
What is the direction of Government Cheese now versus back in the day? Because obviously, when I put the record in, it's kind of like a flashback to me, almost. So like, wow,
yeah,
haven't heard anything like this in a while.
Yeah, so I didn't want to play live when it came out and everything. Tommy was putting it together, and we spent a lot of money to put it together, and the package was so fantastic that I'm like, I guess we got to play. So we went out and played 3 shows for it and sold them out real quick, and it was fantastic. The energy was there in the crowd, and I was like, man, this is fun. So then, now we're doing it. We don't care if we make it. We're not trying to make it. That's one thing producer Brad Jones said was nothing worse than working with a sophomore album for a young band that's like 26 years old because they know they got to make it on their second record. And you guys are just relaxed. You don't care. You just want to make the best record we can make. So that was our goal, just to finally make a really cool record. And I think we've got it. So I can't wait for the mix down and all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting out there to see how our crowd reacts to it, because it is Government Cheese today. It's not the old Government Cheese, but you'll see how we cheesed up all these songs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the difference with some of the newer stuff versus the old stuff, and probably production techniques are changed a little bit, obviously from back in that day to now too.
Yeah, and we were using digital back then when it was like. We shouldn't have been, because it had just come out, and so for one of our first studio records was digital, and it just sounded weird. So it didn't have the warmth to it, And,
were you using those little DAT tapes?
No, we were using the huge machine that cost like $10 a minute. So it was, Cheese, we got to get in there and do 4 more songs by lunch. That thing's $10 a minute.
Yeah, so rip them out and be done with it, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, so it was not the casual, laid-back experience like it should have been. So, but now it is. We just we're on no time frame. We don't owe anybody any money, and we didn't make any promises. So we're going to make it great, and hopefully it will be.
And have fun with it.
Yeah, it's just fun, man. We're just going to play and get it out there and play some more and entertain. Our crowd is still insane. I mean, if you come to our shows, the energy is just great. I mean, people want the rock, so get off the couch and do something. So come on out Saturday night, Headliners in Louisville. If you haven't been there, you need to go. It's a great place. Doors open at 7 o'clock. And then we got a guy named Kevin Gordon coming up. He is a cool cat out of Nashville. We hired him specifically for this gig, so he's bringing his band up. And he'll play for about 45 minutes, and then we'll go on about 9 o'clock. So it'll be a long set.
Now, did you press some more of these double discs to buy at that show, or no?
Yeah. We're going to have the disc, everything that we've done available there. I just got new T-shirts, and the T-shirts are really the Next Level brand, which is a really high-quality T-shirt. And everything that we do, the door, any ticket sales we've got, any merchandise sales, anything is going 100% into this project of recording this record and getting it out. So this is kind of a fundraiser for us to actually help pay for the insanity of all this.
The Shrubbery's Dead. Tell me a little bit about how this track came about, and we're going to play it here. Yeah,
this is Billy Mack wrote this. He's the bass player, and it was about a person that just kept getting drunk and falling in the bushes. It was a true story. He broke in this bush because he kept falling in and going into his house. And so he wrote a song about it, and it's funny. And we recorded it early on digitally, and it didn't have that good, clean sound to it. So then we went to Alex the Great, which is Brad Jones. He really kind of wasn't doing the arrangement or anything back then like he's doing today, but he put this record out, and it had the energy, it has the vibe. It still sends chills down my spine at times when I hear it because it rocks so hard. I just love it. So that's The Shrubbery's Dead, where Danny used to fall. Scott, thanks for talking to us here today, and of course Saturday night, Headliners in Louisville. Check them out. Government Cheese. It's The Shrubbery's Dead. Locals only. Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point.
Well, the kids all think that Danny drinks because he likes to crawl. The neighbors bitch and his mother cry when they see old Danny fall. He waltzes in with the fifth of gin and flips the family off. The shrubbery's dead where Danny used to fall. His place of work is calling, mother's tired of stalling, and Danny weaves his car into the drive. The lights next door glaring, through the shades they're staring, and they watch the shrubbery catch Danny's fall. Danny's quit 100 times before, but the kids all think that Danny drinks because he likes to crawl. The neighbors bitch and his mother cry when they see how Danny fall. He waltzes in with the fifth of gin, flips the family off. Shrubbery's dead where Danny used to fall. His friends all find him caring. His program thinks he's daring. His mother wish she didn't know him at all. When the car door slam, lights start glaring, through the shades they'll all be staring. Watch the shrubbery catch Danny's fall. Danny's quit 100 times